Hi guys, it's Dave from lendpower here. I want to do another mindset series episode today because I haven't done one for a while. And when I think about it, we're in a very interesting time. As at this time of recording, the coronavirus outbreak is still ongoing. New South Wales got over 100 cases now, that's confirmed. So, and it's causing a widespread of panic. You know, you're seeing the ridiculous things of everyone fighting for toilet papers. Really? Anyway, it just sounds so ridiculous, but and that's why I thought that sparked an interesting concept in my mind, because you know, I'm asking, and smart investors will understand this, you might want to actually capitalize on this opportunity. Just like back in 2008 global financial crisis, as well as earlier in 2000 SARS, you know, in Hong Kong, all these type of pandemic events, when you kind of look back, they are actually a great time to actually buy assets, potentially stocks or properties, because the underlying fundamental there is everyone is fearful, and it's that panic, you know, that panic that's caused everyone to not touch the market. So they're like, oh my god, I might be you know, market might still be dropping, and it's going to be dropping, and same thing with property prices, just going to slash down like that, and therefore no one wants to jump in, and that is actually the best time to actually jump in the market. Warren Buffett said it the best: be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful. So what does that mean? If you think about it, the smart type of investors would actually buy property or buy assets in general when no one else is buying it. So let me give you an example. Like back in 2018, 2019, let's say 2019, before election. As a matter of fact, from mid 2018 to mid 2019, just right before election, that was when Sydney, Melbourne was going downhill like crazy. You know, I think it dropped about like 15 to 20%, right, in a matter of say 12 to 18 months. Why is that? Partly because no one can actually get credit. In other words, no one can get a loan. Sure, finance is a problem. Okay, so that can be understood. But at the same time, everyone's kind of have this uncertainty. You know, if Labor government comes on, negative gearing is going to get scrapped. CGT that exemption is going to get scrapped as well. So that's going to have a big impact on the market. So there has been a lot of uncertainties around things, and that's why people are cautious about entering the market. But when we now look back from 2020 perspective, 2018 and 2019, the first half of 2019, was the best time to get into the Sydney or the Melbourne market. No one was buying. Agent was calling around to say, are you interested to actually purchase properties? Yet people would say no, you know, they will sit on the fence. So kudos to those people who have actually invested or bought back in 2018 and 2019, because, you know, chances are with the miracle election, you probably would have made a bit of capital gain if you do sell property today. So the price value would have grown. You know, I remember one of my clients, obviously, he bought in Marrickville back around that time, and you know, he was a bit unsure too, but he stuck to his own decision. He did all his due diligence and he jumped in. A property, you know, I think it was purchased around 1.2 mil, just a tad shy of 1.3. Straight after the election, in a couple of weeks, similar type of properties will be selling for 1.5. That's how quickly the market has turned. Okay, so that's why it brings back to the mindset. You know, when everyone is trying to get into the market, like, you know, what's currently happening now, this is when smart investors are going to say, I'm just going to sit back. You guys can all fight for it. I'm not going to join the fight, because I know if I am to jump into the market now, it's going to cost me a lot more. I'm going to have to pay more, much more, in order to be able to secure a property, as an example. So, whereas, you know, like the 2018, 2019 period just before election, when nobody is actually buying, that's actually the golden opportunity to be able to jump in, because no one is your competitor. There's no competition. You look at the property, you know, the offer price, you might even be able to even negotiate a little bit on that. Right now in Sydney and Melbourne market, no chance. You'll be lucky to be able to even get something on the offer price. Chances are you're going to have to pay much more than the offer price. Okay, so that is the difference. That's why the mindset here plays the most important game. You need to understand that. You need to go opposite direction to what the sheep or the crowd is doing. That's the only way in order to excel and to exceed as an investor mindset. So is now a good time to look into buying property? With coronavirus lurking around, I suspect that will at some point in time impact people's confidence, consumer confidence. I think soon we'll actually see people not appearing up to auction because it already started to ban meetings, big catch-up groups and all that kind of stuff. So even events to that degree. So at some point in time, auction is also going to get impacted, right? And when that happens, we'll have to see. If there's a massive panic of people not buying property or they want to sell because of that kind of level of fear, that's actually a good time to be able to capitalize on and actually look at buying either investment property or upgrade your home. So the key thing here is see whether you can capitalize on these opportunities. When other people are panicking, there's usually an opportunity that goes with it as well, right? Because panic drives emotions and people act on emotions. So when they act on emotions, they can't think logically. And fundamentally, that's where people actually make the mistake in terms of their decisions. Because if they panic, they will want to sell. When they sell, the emotions take over the logics in terms of, am I going to sell at a loss? Oh, I don't care. Like this pandemic thing is it's gonna cause like 20 or 30% drop, so I'm better sell it off today. Whereas a smart investor go, that is the type of opportunity that I'm targeting. I'm buying that property and I'm buying it below the actual intrinsic value. So if the coronavirus does get to that point in time, then I would suggest get your finances ready because there could be some good opportunities around the market that you could pick up. And let me tell you, once coronavirus panic is over, I reckon the price is going to come back up again. So there will be a short window that people, if you do want to time it, there might be a short window that you can look out for. But in general, I'm just saying the mindset there, you need to try to go against the herd. If people are selling, and they're panicking and they're selling, then that's actually the time. If everyone is trying to buy at the same time, then don't follow the herd. Hold back, see what the situation pans out, and make your logical decisions there. On a side note, we are running, me and John from Bridge to Bricks is actually hosting a property event on the 25th of March in Sydney CBD from 6 o'clock. So I'll also put the link down there as well. The concept here is gearing you to grow for property 2020. So if you're an investor looking to grow your portfolio or to start building your portfolio, you might want to come around. We'll have some interesting finance topics to solve your finance problems as an investor and also educate you on asset selection and what sort of property you should be targeting at. Okay, so it's a free event. If you guys got availability, come in, join us, have a bit of chat, have a bit of fun, and I look forward to see you all there.